Hello there, this is the guy that just finished recording the twins video, and welcome to this AFK journey video. So this is Zeeebo after recording the twins video, and one thing that I forgot to show just now is the mini Elijah and Lila headwear for earlier. So I just posted their video about 30 minutes back, I guess, and then this video right here is with regards to Lawson. So Lawson also got released, so let us take a look at Lawson's kit and talk about our first impressions for this unit. So we have the Wind Weaver Protector Lawson. So Lawson's headwear is as such much bigger, covers more of the head compared to the twins. So if you take a look at this headwear over here, I actually like Lawson's design a lot in the chibi form. Yeah, so smugglish, so cute as well. This fits into his aloof theme really well, and that's for the headwear side, and it's so much bigger compared to the twins one. The twins one is just so small, right? So that's for the headwear side. For those of you guys who are into all this cutesy funsy stuff over here, so this is the twins one, very small stuff. So for Lawson's kit, let's run through the ultimate. So ultimate Whispering Tempest channels its power to summon a storm centered on the frontmost enemy, lasting for 5 seconds, and enemies within 2 tiles of the target are affected by the storm. Okay, so all the units affected by the storm will suffer a haste reduction and takes damage from Lawson every 0.5 seconds. Okay, interesting. There's no duration on this skill, by the way. Does this mean that if Lawson can channel his ultimate permanently, you can continuously get the haste reduction as well as the damage off? That would actually be really cool though. Interesting, we shall see later on. So for the second skill, Stormbound Retribution. When the battle starts, Lawson links the nearest and furthest enemy heroes to each other with Stormbound Chain. The chain transfers 70% of the damage taken by one of the linked enemies to the other one. Okay. Damage transferred by the chain cannot exceed 500% of Lawson's attack and will not defeat the enemy. Okay, so this is a transfer, right? So does that mean that like the enemy that was taking damage is taking only 30%? Because 70% of it get transferred, right? Like, I mean, that's my understanding in terms of the language side. So, well, we shall see how it works later. It doesn't make sense, right? If, for example, I'm hitting somebody for 100 damage, with this Stormbound Retribution, am I only going to hit that guy for 30? And then the other 70 goes to the other enemy? Okay, but then that means that this skill probably goes in synergy with all the AoE damages like Arden as well as Iron really well. So I'm not complaining, it's just that it is a fruit for thought for those single target based units or teams itself. Now next one, when the chain breaks, when its total damage dealt to both enemies reaches 900% of Lawson's initial attack. Okay, or if one of the linked enemies is defeated. Okay, so increase in levels increases the damage transfer as well as the total damage that the enemies can take from the chain. So it's like a pain sharing kind of kit. And then third skill, Zephyrus Embrace, protects the weakest ally with Zephyrus Embrace for 6 seconds. While active, the protected ally gains 50 dodge, 30 haste, and recovers 90 HP per second. Okay, single target buff, 50 dodge. I mean, it's been quite a while since I have seen dodge in the game. Like, I think right now the most commonly used units with dodge would be Iron, right? Yeah, Iron with the 80% dodge or 80 dodge itself. Okay, we shall see how it works, but this is only a single target buff, unfortunately. So that's that, but it's a very powerful one with defensive as well as offensive buffs in one. So third, Hero Focus increases its attack by 9% during battle, so upwards to 15%. And when Stormbound Chain breaks for the first time, his attack is increased by an extra 10%, so 25% after the skill breaks. Okay, so EX weapon skill, Turbulent Resurgence, recovers HP for all allies when Stormbound Chain breaks. He will then cast Stormbound Chain again with a maximum of 3 casts per battle. Okay, so he can cast Stormbound Chain 3 times per battle, and Stormbound Chain number 1 transfers damage from one enemy to the other one, or shares damage between them if you're running an AoE team. And then we have this increase in, recovery for the allies from the Stormbound Chain breaking, and increase to E-extend stuns the last 2 link enemies for 5 seconds when Stormbound Chain breaks. Okay, so this is only on the last one, I guess. So you can cast it 3 times, and on the third one, that 2 enemies will be stunned by it. Okay, so a little bit more control there. Now with Enhanced Force, while Zephyrus Embrace is active, the protected target becomes unaffected. Okay, so Twins has unaffected, Lawson also has unaffected. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Now the Magic Charm ability of Lawson right here is this. When battle start, gains attack and haste. This buff lasts until the end of battle, but decays by 2% attack and 2 haste per second. Pretty similar to the Vala Assassin ones. Vala, Sylvina all has this one. So that's that. But this boost is actually massive though. If you're able to snap off the target, and if I am assuming it right, if he's able to spam the ultimate without being interrupted, it could be quite massive. Yeah, so without further ado, let's level the EX weapon to EX10 and then just test Lawson out in the PvE side. Okay. Okay, so we are on the AFK stage side. So for Lawson's ability right here, I think probably works with all the AoE damage dealers. So I think this time I'm just gonna also put the twins here, just to give us like some additional buffing and healing power for the team. Maybe an Iron, maybe an Almas, for example. So we fulfill the condition for the twins, and we are also able to see Lawson's ability. To be honest, do I want to put twins? Because twins has quite a bit of buff. Okay, but we shall take a look at how it works out. Okay, so one time. Okay, so we have the link. Let's see who is linked. Oh, Lily May as well as Danny over here. Okay. Oh, wait, when the chain breaks, I thought it was the last chain. Do you guys see the stun on the 2 enemies there? That is the ultimate. So he's channeling the ultimate. Okay, so there is a duration. It's not a permanent one. Okay, so that's Lila and Elijah's ultimate. Okay, pretty neat. And then right now, from the looks of it, I think Zephyrus Embrace should be on one of the tanks, right? Okay, we're gonna run through the battle one more time. So this time around, maybe no twins, so that we can actually see the heals and buffs in action. Because twins actually have a really powerful healing and defensive mechanic, which protects my allies quite well. Okay, so throws out the chains. Right now, we don't know who is linked. Okay. To be really honest, I think I don't want to put Iron. Iron blocks out so much of the animation. Although they are going to be amazing partners, so that's that. We're just going to put in, for example, Brian and Lawson, for example. We don't need heals. We got dodge from our dear Lawson right here. Okay, so that's Iron's ultimate. Okay, so the link is on the bear in front as well as the archer behind. Asi is diving to the enemy's back line. Okay. Do we have Zephyrus Embrace? Okay, so the ultimate is coming. So when you break the chain, you stun the enemy. Okay, okay. Neat. So that's the ultimate. Enemy dying too fast. Okay, so I haven't been pushing a lot, so that's why like right now we can easily push through all these deficit stages. So let's reduce our units to just have a better look at the skill kit once again. Okay, so link on the target. Okay, confining to control them. Okay, Tasi got smacked down. Okay, we do have the attack buff from Lawson right here. So there's actually a stun, right, on the bear right here. So I guess this is from the breaking of the chains. Okay. Then with the ultimate for Lawson. Okay, really nice animation here. Blue color tornado right here, dealing damage as well as applying a haste down debuff on the enemies. Okay, so this is Zeeebo after testing with Lawson for a little bit. So Lawson as a wilder support is not that strong in the Dream Realm side, because his kit is not something that gives you more damage, and it's more defensive by nature, right? The buff from this ability right here is dodge, as well as HP recovery. And yes, there's a 30 haste, but it's probably more to keep the allies alive. So Lawson is more of the throw down the chains, split up the damage, and then heal the team with the Stormbound chain breaking, as well as the stun to control the enemies over here. So I'm actually in the camp that Lawson is probably good with enlightening here. So without further ado, we're gonna feature this full Wilders team featuring all the allies of Lawson, including armors. Okay, so let's start the battle. Okay, so Lily goes on Bryon. Aaron casts the ultimate. We have the haste buff on Lawson. So I think Zephyrus Embrace should actually go on Bryon right here. Okay, unfortunately, our Lawson fell a little bit early. So we are gonna remake this challenge. Okay, we're gonna go into duo. My normal arena is a little bit wonky. So we're gonna test Lawson on the friendly arena right here. Okay, so I think it's fine. Yep, let's give this a try. The enemy cancels Bryon's ultimate once again. Aaron pulls everyone in. We have the haste buff. We have the attack speed buff from enlightening spell. Okay. Managed to bring down Bonnie. Nice. So the bound right now is on Elijah as well as Lily May from the looks of it. Okay, so the chain breaks. We managed to stun Lily May and Elijah there. So Elijah died. That's why the chain break. Okay, so that's the ultimate from Lawson right here. Okay, so that's the battle. So let's run through the replay right here. Okay, damage done by Lawson. This is after he channels his ultimate. So I think Lawson's main damage source probably comes from this Whispering Tempers. And then there's quite a bit of heal from the third skill, Zephyrus Embrace, as well as the Turbulent Resurgence right here, after the chain break itself. Okay, so we're gonna challenge another guy with regards to the friendly duo, just to check out Lawson's performance. So right here, see you in Pain 2. Okay, Paragon 4 against the Bonnie meta teams. No, Paragon 2. Okay, if that's the case, maybe I want to feature a slightly weaker team, not a full Paragon team, so I can show more. So let's go with a sustain heavy one. Yeah, I'll make myself a little bit weaker just to match up. Okay, so this one I guess we'll do. So let's go. Let's see what Lawson can do. So Tasi is going to be the main carry for this team. Lawson is going to sort of buff up the team and then do a little bit of damage with the ultimate. Hopefully we break the chain such that we are able to proc the stun. Okay, we managed to break and you can see the Bonnie getting stunned for quite a long duration. 5 seconds is actually really long. Okay, so more of a control role and some healing capability with a little bit of damage. So I guess Lawson's the jack of all trades for the Wilders, right? And from the looks of it, he might actually be a replacement for Damien. Could be a replacement for Damien. Because I think his stun is more impactful. 2 unit stun. Although the heal numbers are maybe not as good as Damien's one. But then, right, his stun is impressive. And I think he definitely do more damage with the ultimate. So that's that. So right here we lost. But let's skip the battle to see what Lawson can do on the value side of things. Okay, so quite a fair bit of damage with some heals inbuilt into him. So I guess that's pretty much Lawson's role, right? More of a PvP character over like your bossing side, right? Because the only boss which I think Lawson might be good at would probably be bosses where it spawns like at least 2 or 3 bodies. Okay, even for Plate Creeper it doesn't work because Plate Creeper only starts with 1. So Dream Realm side I think probably not. Yeah, I don't think he's that good on the Dream Realm side because like based on the roster right now, there's no boss that will actually be affected by Stormbound Chain, which is the most important part of Lawson's kit. So definitely not a Dream Realm character as far as I can see. More of a PvE side one, maybe an improvement to your Wilders team in general, or he can make a brand new team on his own, and also more on the PvP side. So that's pretty much it, just a simple showcase of Lawson's kit right here. Let me know what you feel about Lawson, as I'll be testing both Lawson as well as Elijah and Lila in the next few days to see whether or not there are some meta gameplays with these units right here. So thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.